Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this official F1 tier sub practice. It's the fourth round of the season, and we're in Singapore. We've got 18 drivers in the lobby at the moment, and we've got a brand new rookie driver in AOR Gizmo, and the Sauber replaces Yavni Giga, who unfortunately cannot race anymore due to work commitments. Singapore, obviously, it's a very long track, so I expect all the drivers to be coming out as soon as possible. As it's a bit of a tight time differential to get you two qualifying runs in these short sessions. I'm by myself tonight, as Nick unfortunately cannot for work reasons join. As always, all three tiers invited to lobby. In terms of tiers tonight, we've got Wummer, who's from the Pinnacle tier. We've got Odems from the Prestige tier, Greenfin from the Podium tier, MLA from the Prestige tier, AOR Gizmo from the Podium tier, Matty Daddy from the Pinnacle tier, Spider Altis from the Podium tier, Primeval Rex from the Podium tier, Z-Flow from the Podium tier, Noek from the Pinnacle tier, who's our championship leader in that tier, Ollie from the Pinnacle tier, Black Mamba from the Prestige tier, who won the race here last season, Maverick in the Podium tier, Bugster in the Pinnacle tier, Jorrit in the Podium, Malik Ekic in the Prestige, Techno Krilla in Prestige, and Z4, who's in the Podium tier also. As we wait out the drivers setting their lap times, so quite a few are about to start their flying laps now. Obviously, last week we had round 3 in Canada, and in the Podium tier it was a chaotic race with multiple safety cars, with Razak coming out the winner after a post-race penalty was applied to Lukey for a dangerous overtake on Spider Altis. And in the Pinnacle tier we had Ali Diaz, who won his 3rd race of the season, so he's on a perfect 75 points, and we also had good races from Samston 2nd, and the Bugster, who kept his podium streak despite cross line 5th, but time penalties ensured he finished from 3rd place. In the Prestige tier, the race was unfortunately postponed, but it'll take place in the middle of June. As we just onboard MLA, and he's starting his flying lap now. Towards the end of it now. This is a very technical circuit, so I expect quite a big gap between times here, because there's a lot of slow corners which really differentiate drivers. Zolly and Noek set their laps. 1:36 Noek. Can MLA beat that lap time? Noek, who's shown good pace so far this season, so it'll be a bit of a struggle. Sets a 1:37.4, which puts him in 2nd place. Wummer, who's shown good pace in his practice runs, and he's in 3rd place at the Pinnacle tier drive. Obviously, he's hoping this week to have a clean race. He hasn't had a clean race yet this season, and he's hoping to take challenge Ali Diaz. As we see Matty Daddy spin out there, looks like just a bit of traction issue. You've got to be careful, because you can go a long way too once you get disqualified. And it looks like Buxter's also lost his front wing, so that's not ideal for the Red Bull driver. Obviously, the guy he's in second place in the Prestige Tier Championship, 24 points behind Ali Diaz, so he'll be open for a win tomorrow night. Looks like Primera Rex has binned it. Indeed he has. He's binned it at the hairpin. It looks like it might be involved in an incident with Maverick, who's stationary. Looks like Maverick, is he getting away? I don't know what's happening with Maverick there. He's letting all the cars through, I think. Looks like Black Mamba's on another flying lap here, so he's going for 2 laps obviously. Is Mikey Daddy? Has he binned it as well? No, he's just retired in the pits. Quite a few mistakes we've seen so far. Well, obviously, it's not the easiest track to learn, and I think a few drivers getting caught out by the braking zones in this track. I never had the best fortune here. I raced here twice different years, but both races I DNF'd in my first race. I DNF'd at lap 1, and the second race I crashed in the pit lane, which was quite a regular occurrence for me, unfortunately. It looks like drivers are coming in the pits and preparing for their second runs. So we do have a quick run down on the order. The top 10 with Noek on pole with 1:36.9. We've got Black Mamba second on a 37.3. MLA third on a 37.4. Wimmer, the top Pinnacle tier driver, on a 37.5. Malik Kekic on a 38.2. Techno Thriller on a 38.6. Ziflo, the top podium tier driver, on a 39.1. Spider Outis on a 40 flat. Ollie on a 40 flat, and AOR Gizmo on a 41.1. I think Noex wanted to show that he's got the pace to claim the title this season off the likes of B-Stars, MLA and the like, and the Haas team look like got a strong pairing. They've got a 1-2 in the last race at Silverstone, so maybe they could be a dark shot challenge for Ferrari in the constructors. You've got drivers who are coming out for the outlap for their final lap. Obviously, with this being such a long lap, we're not going to see many drivers attempt two flying laps, because firstly, it's quite hard on your tyres, and secondly, if you do that, then you can't really do a first run. On board Black Mamba, who seems the first of the front runners are coming out. Obviously, he won the race here last season, a bit of a race that was affected by lag a little bit, but you have to be there. You have to be there if you want the glory. And MLA's retired coming out the pit, so I can only assume he's put the wrong tyres on. He's put his worn tyres on, so you don't normally retire coming out the pit lane like that. Looks like Black Mamba's going to be first of the front runners to set a flying lap. So we'll keep on board with him, see if he improves in the first sector. Oldhams has left himself under a lot of pressure. He's yet to set a flying lap. I'm only presuming he invalidated in his first run. Oldhams is not that keen on this circuit, so hopefully he can have a better run of it than his first 2 races of the season. You see Black Mamba. He's not running a lot of fuel on this lap, so maybe he's giving away a few temps there. Maybe he wants to sandbag a little bit for the race tomorrow. Who knows? Seems pretty tidy for the first few corners. Obviously the first sector is down the back of this long straight, so we'll find out pretty soon if he's up or not. He looks like he's activating his DRS down the straight. 26.8. Unfortunately, we're not getting the delta, so we'll keep on board with him. See if he improves or not. As Kean joins the session, obviously he's yet to score this season, so he'd be desperate to get off the market this week in Singapore. Our reigning podium tier driver who's in the prestige tier now. .26.9 for the second sector. That seems like a fairly decent lap. Fortunately we're not getting the delta, so we don't really know. He comes on to find a few corners through the stadium. There's all them to time in the session, so I guess he's invalidated his lap there. As Noek sets the pole, Black Mamba does improve to third, but it's still a 10th behind as Oldham's jumped up to second there. Missed that. Let's see if Noek can improve on his lap time. He's looking good for pole position at the moment, but as always you like to rub it in a little bit more. I'm sure Noek would love to improve on his time here. As the likes of Beastaston will be a very tough challenge tomorrow as he loses it a bit coming out the hairpin there. 26.9, that's a little bit slower than Black Mamba was in that sector, so this looks a pretty scruffy lap for Noek, so I don't think he's going to improve, but we'll wait and see as Techno Thriller goes 7th. So it's coming around to find a few corners now. I don't think this is going to improve his lap. I know he doesn't because he bolts. He goes straight across the pits there, so obviously he didn't improve his lap. So let's see how Woman's doing. Can he jump up to 4th place in the grid for this lap? No, he's gone wide and that's blown his lap. And I think that's everyone's lap's completed now. Well, apart from the Bugster's still got a lap to do, so let's see how he will do. He goes up to 8th place, I believe, for that lap. So we'll have a quick run down the order and then we'll get ready for the race. So we've got Noek on pole with Odems in 2nd place, Black Mamba in 3rd, MLA 4th, Wummer 5th, Malikekic 6th, Techno Thriller 7th, Bugster 8th, Z-Flow 9th, Spider 10th, Ollie 11th, Jorit 12th, Gizmo 13th, Maverick 14th, Greenfin 15th, Mighty Daddy 16th, Primal Rex 17th and Z4 18th. Very close to being top 3 there, also separated by 10th of a second, so that might be a very exciting battle in this race. It looks like it's a dry start, so we let all the drivers select their strategies and tyres for the race. And we've got Stifler and Keane who've joined during the qualifying, so they'll be able to race, but they'll start at the back of the grid. So we've got a full 20, which is good to see. The Stifler's from the Pinnacle tier and Keane from the Prestige tier. Obviously, also our new driver here, Gizmo's come a race premium member, so we thank him for the support given to the league. And we hope he has an enjoyable first race tomorrow. as the formation lap's going to begin very shortly. As we have a look at the tyre selection, everyone's gone for the ultra softs at the start, so they all hold. So obviously on the street circuit, track position is crucial. So they're all going to go for that short first stint, and maybe stick the softs on, or maybe even the supers, so you can get that. I believe the one-stop strategy will be the quickest strategy, as it tends to be in this game. But of course, you don't know if rain's going to fall. Rain might fall, so interested to see what the weather does, as we're getting a lot of drivers getting disqualified from the formation lap. Obviously they'll still be able to race, but they just need to keep a bit more clean on the formation lap next time. As we do win down the grid, we've got Noek on pole, Odems in second place, Botlambo in third, MLA fourth, Wummer in fifth, Manik Hekic sixth, Technofiller seventh, Bugster 8th, Z-Flow 9th, Spider Out is 10th, Ollie 11th, Yorick 12th, Gizmo 13th, Maverick 14th, Greenpin 15th, Matty Daddy 16th, Primeval X 17th, Z4 18th, Kian 19th, and Stifler rounding up the grid in 20th. So we've got Haas at the front and the Haas at the back of the grid. This is a very long formation lap, so it might take a while for these cars to form on the back of the grid. Looks like Noet's going for it in his formation lap. He's not leaving anything. He's not leaving anything on the board there. So he's trying to practice his first lap, I guess. Hopefully get a clean start. All them cars that got disqualified from the formation lap, and Garsfield have been disqualified from the formation lap. We up for that? Let's see. And Stifler's riding the final car now, so won't be long till the race start. It's a very long race, so I'd be tempted to play inside the caution lap one, because you can easily gain pace on a street track by just keeping up barriers. The 5 red lights are coming on, and it's lights out, and away we go in Singapore, and it looks like it's a decent start from Odems in the Red Bull. Will he be able to take into, and Odems gets into the lead? Does he? Yes, he does. And there's contact between MLA and Black Mamba there, but I think Black Mamba's got the position. Yes, he has, and there's yellow flags at the back, so looks like Z-Force spun it. And apart from that, it looks like it's a pretty clean start, which is good to see. Not many front wings still intact, as we have Noek. Odem's got the jump there, and Noek, which he'd be enjoying that, I'm sure of that. And the big winners off that were Bugster, Jorit, Greenfin, Matty Daddy, who all moved up 2 places, and Kian, they moved up 3 from back of the grid. The big loser in that was Maverick and Primeval Rex, who both DNF, so I'm guessing that was a collision there, because they're both in the same, both in the barrier in the same corner, so they were definitely big losers there. So it looks like Oldham's starting to pull away a little bit from Noek there, so he's not doing too badly on the track he doesn't like, qualifying second and taking the lead. Looks like Gizmo's left a session, so that's very unfortunate in his first race. Hopefully he'll have better luck tomorrow. We've got another yellow flag. It looks like Z has he? Yes, I think he has. Has he lost the wing? No, he has. Yes, he's lost his bit of his front wing, so that's a bit unfortunate. We'll go back to the front, see how Oldham's getting on. He seems like he's pulled a 1 second gap here, so he's doing a really good job at his first lap. As he loses it and bins it, oh, that's ultimate commentator's curse. Oh dear, Oldham's. What are you playing that, son? Oh, he'll be gutted. Oh, will that bring out the safety car? I highly doubt it in this game. Oh, Oldham's. Oh dear, oh dear. And it seems, and Black Mamba seems to have reacted that better than Noek. He's all over the back of him here. Obviously no DRS in this lap, but there's still a chance with slipstream. He's got to go for it now. He thinks better of it. Oh, I can't believe that of Oldham's. Oh, what is he thinking? Oh, Noek's gone off as well. I missed that. I don't know what's happened there. Then maybe him and Black Mamba came together, but the two front runners, the two front row men, have had an awful second lap there. Obviously, he can continue, but as a retired position, I don't blame him really. Front wing damage around here is not that nice. But it looks like Mali Kekic and Emalea fighting hard for second place. Obviously. So, well, we'll have to see what Oldham thinks about that, but oh, what a shame. He was going so well there in that first lap. He did everything right on that opening lap. Black Mamba, maybe showing his bit of Singapore specialty, he's built up 1.6 second lead off the first two laps. There's Mali Kekic. He seems quicker than MLA, but he can't find a way past. But DRS will be enabled this lap, so he'll have more of an opportunity now. As we've lost 5 drivers already, shows you attrition is very high on the street circuit. We've lost 6 drivers. Techno Thriller's retired as well. He's got wing damage and he decided to call it a day there. So don't know what happened there. He must have. I guess that was maybe lag or he hit the pit wall or something, but that was weird. Keane's all over the back of Spider Atlas here. So Keane from the back of the grid is up to 8th place already, so he's weaving his way through the carnage and he's showing his pace here. He hasn't had a chance to show it this season. He was a bit unfortunate in Silverstone. He could have arguably got a podium there, but he'll be looking to show his fellow Prestige drivers that he won the podium tier on pace rather than he won the podium tier drivership on pure pace. And he was off last week, so hopefully he's not shown too much rust. And Mali Kekic is all the back MLA here, so there's 2 battles going on, 2 main battles, and this is allowing Black Mamba to pull away. It seems like Mali Kekic is quicker in all the sections you don't want to be quicker, but down the straight MLA seems to have an advantage even with DRS. So you have to think of something different here, I think. As MLA gets a penalty, that's very unlike MLA, they get penalties early on, so I don't know what's happened there. As Keane also gets a lot of penalties early, so penalties were a decisive factor last week in Canada, and I think it might be again in Singapore. It's so easy to cut the corner, cut the track here, or track extend, especially the last corner, so drivers got to be wary of that tomorrow night, and maybe they're just testing out where the track limits are. It looks like Keane's got a good run of Spider out. It's coming up the final corner here, but I think there's too short a run to the first corner here. I think he's got to wait for the back straight for any move to occur. But yeah, Spider out. He was a bit unlucky last week. He could have got a podium, but he got involved in Super Lukey and had to pit late on, but still got a 4th place, which is a very credible result, and it gives him a chance, because I think that podium tier championship is wide open this season with multiple drivers capable of winning races and championships. As King gets a move done on Spider out, it's into turn 4 there. Will Spider fight back? He tries, but I think Keane's got it here and he should pull away. We're enjoying Mali Kekic. He's chasing MLA. Again, it just seems like the lack of straight line speed is killing Mali here. I think he's definitely quicker than MLA. He's been all over him ever since the start of the race, but he just can't find a way past. Either that or MLA's been sensible in saving tyres, or it's the only real battle we've got so far, so hopefully we get to see a bit of action here. As Keane's caught up fast with a fast rate and knocks back a Yoret. Obviously Pinnacle Prestige tier versus Podium tier, so it's not a huge surprise, but it's good to see Keane showing a decent race, because he hasn't had the best of it this season, as he gets through before the DRS straight, so he'll be able to pull away now even more. And he's up to 6th place, and his good friend Bugster is 3 seconds up the road, so it'll be interesting to see if he can catch him and pass him. He's still got a chance for a podium here, amazingly, in the back of the grid. Black Mamba is just commanding lead of 3 seconds after 5 laps. So he's showing the capabilities here, and he's putting out a message to the Prestige drivers to know that I want back-to-back wins round here, and if he keeps this up, who knows? It looks like Mali's even closer to Emily than was last lap. But Emily, an experienced racer, he knows how to defend position, so it won't be easy for him as Mali Kekic picks up a 3-second penalty, so he's trying everything in the book to force the move past. Does he have contact? Does he get wing damage? No, unfortunately not. I think that was minor contact, so it won't affect his wing. We've got yellow flag to sector 1, who's that for? Maybe Ollie, it's hard to tell. We've got Malikic's hound in the back of Emily, but Emily's not letting it go easily. He's pushing him around the chicane there. He must be so frustrated. He can see a Black Mamba pull away from the distance, and he'll either want this move done quickly or be thinking about an undercut, I think. Again, he just doesn't seem close enough coming out the traction zones, but it just seems a lack of slipstream around here, so he's going to have to pray for whatever mistake or just try to move where he's not expecting it, I think. We go on, as you see the Ferrari driver he's defending well here. He's covering the lines off when he needs to, and he's quicker where he needs to be, which is ideal. As Ollie gets a penalty for speeding the pits, so obviously he must have picked up damage somewhere. And again, Mali Kekic, out of that hairpin, he just seems too close to him, which obviously affects his run coming down this back straight here. So maybe he needs to take it a bit slower into that hairpin and get a better exit, because it seems like that's the place where he's quicker. Lap 6, beginning of starting lap 7 now, as again it just doesn't seem possible for Mali Kekic. Emily goes really wide there, so he might have dirt in his tyres, but again it's not close enough, as Bugster's it's got Keane in his tail now. Keane's showing great pace here. He seems to be catching these guys up by over a second a lap, which is very impressive, because these two are fighting for the title last season in the podium here. Shows you how much Keane's improved in the off season. As Buxton goes wide, that might let Keane through. Coming into turn 3, thinks better of it, but Keane should have DRS now, and with a better exit this should be a pretty easy move for the Force India driver. As they go side by side, but Keane should have the move done now. He has the inside line and he brakes, and that's a pretty easy move there. And Keane's up to 5th place. He's got a 9-second gap to Wummer though, so that might be quite hard to overturn, but you never know. Looks like Z4 and Greenfin, the two Permtier drivers, have a battle here for 11th place. So, bit of action at the back, and Ollie's joined them, the Pinnacle tier driver. So obviously after changing his wing, he's on fresher tyres, so he'll be hoping to get through. As Mali Kekic has passed MLA. Of course, we'd missed that when we're not on board, but I guess he's got that done in that back straightaway. He was quicker coming out the hairpin. He might have heeded the advice there. And be interesting if he pulls away now, because you know MLA's got good straight line speed, so this DRS straight, it might be an opportunity for MLA to repass here. But it seems to struggle for traction a little bit, so it's unlikely. As Wummer, the Pinnacle tier driver, is only 2 seconds behind this battle, so he's shown really good pace, and Ali Diaz might be a bit worried tomorrow looking at the pace of Wummer here. He's looking like he can be a contender. As Buxter pits an early pit stop there. I wonder if he's going for the 2-stop strategy. We'll see what tyres he's going to go on to. He goes on to another set of ultras, so that's definitely a 2-stop. As Greenfin has binned it. He's binned it. Whereabouts is that? That's start of the 3rd sector coming off that long straight, so I'm guessing there's been contact with him and Z4. As Z4 has front wing damage, so yes, I think there's been contact there, definitely. As Z4 looks like he's struggling for balance. The Spider out is put on the softs, so I'm guessing he's going for the 1-stop strategy. Again, I don't really know how long you take the softs around here, but I guess you can take them 22 laps. As MLA gets a 5-second penalty there for ignoring the yellow flag, so who the hell why he got that? Was that due to the lap car? Or, I don't know, it's a bit peculiar. As he's got Wummer all over him now, so Wummer, he's showing the pace to rubby the pinnacle tier drivers tonight. He wasn't bluffing with his lap times early on, he really has got the pace. And MLA seems to struggle. Wummer's got a bit of wing damage. No, he hasn't. So Wummer's pure pace is on the back of MLA here, so this is a very impressive showing from the McLaren driver. Black Mamba's got a 6-second lead, so he's took advantage of Odems's and Loic's this retirement, and he's pulling away now, and he's showing that he's the king around Singapore at the moment. Be interested to see if that lasts tomorrow. As MLA loses back end a little bit, and that might give Wummer the chance down the back straight, but he seems to have covered it decently enough. But there's lap car in the way here, so he might get involved, but it seems like it's too far ahead, too far in front. So just MLA seems to be struggling tonight. I don't know if it's setup related or why he doesn't like this track, but he's had good results here in the past, so I don't doubt it's that, but you never. But as Malik Hekic retires, what's happened there? Has he got wing damage? Yeah, he has. Must have just got hit the wall or a back marker or something, I presume there. And that promotes Wummer up to 3rd place. So it's the battle for 2nd place now. And as far as Wummer, I'd be tempted to do an undercut here because he looks quicker than MLA, but he just can't find a way past. As Ollie retires, we're having a lot of DNFs at the moment, so this is not looking good for tomorrow. Hopefully the drivers can clean up their act tomorrow. We don't want to see a lot of retirements because that ruins the race. Wummer seems closer than ever to MLA here, so maybe this is his chance. But will MLA get DRS of that back marker? No, he doesn't. But MLA seems to have great traction out that final corner and down this pit straight, so he may be struggling, maybe struggling in the middle sector, but in the final sector he seems quicker, which is where you want to be. As MLA, he lets Wummer through there, so that's a peculiar one. I don't know if it was an incident before or. But it just seems he's struggling with his tyres, MLA's all over the place, so I wouldn't be surprised if he pitted next lap because he's a DNF, so he must be having some sort of issue because he was just all over the place there. So, and that promotes Kean to 3rd place in the back of the grid. Incredible drive, obviously mainly due to DNFs, but as you say, you have to keep your nose clean, and he's done that brilliantly. Force India driver. Unfortunately, that DNF for MLA means that the field's quite spread out now, so hopefully we'll get some battles pretty shortly. As it'll be interesting to see what lap these front runners will pit. On board Black Mamba here, who's a 10-second lead over Wummer, who is looking in control here, and surely the only way to lose this race if he bins it. He must love this circuit. As he pits, he will get rid of them ultras, and will he go for the softs to go to the end, or will he go for the 2-stop? girls on the soft, so you presumably go to the end. We've got Keane on the back of Woman now, so if he qualified, he might have been closer to Black Mamba here. So he's definitely showing his pace here, and he'd be looking to get off the mark tomorrow. And if he does performance like this, he's looking very likely. Black Mamba rejoins, but he's only 4 seconds behind. That's how dominant his opening stint was there. As we got the laggy car Matty Daddy in front, who's obviously disconnected from the session. So we've only got 10 drivers running at the moment, which is pretty disappointing, has to be said. But this is practice, and people are obviously trying to get their mistakes out of the way early. Keane in the back of Woman here, so it'll be interesting. As Keane hits the wall, and I think he's picked up wing damage there, so he'll definitely be in next lap and sticking a set of soft this lap and sticking a set of softs on. But that gives Woman a crucial strategical advantage there, as Keane is suffering with understeer now and he's DNF from a race. So I guess the people don't like driving wing damage around this track. But I think Keane will be happy with that run there, because he showed good pace. He showed good pace, and just needs to try and keep out the wall tomorrow. Maybe as Woman's backed off there for Black Mamba. I don't know what's going on here. But if he's suffering really bad tyre wear, or he's wanting to have a battle with someone. Oh, there's his contact there, and I'm not sure what he's doing here. We go on board Black Mamba. If I was Black Mamba, I'd be playing this safe, because Woman will be pitting this lap, I'm sure of it, and he does. So he's got a whole pits up on the field now, so I think it's pretty safe to say he's won the race. As Woman stays out, I thought he was pitting there, so I don't know what's going on there. We've got Bugster in 3rd place, Yorit in 4th, Zerflo in 5th, Spideoutis in 6th, Matty Daddy in 7th, Gizmo in 8th, and Z4 in 9th. So we've got 9 runners now, so the attrition rates are very high here. We just see other people who are suffering bugs, or it's just people crashing out. As the bugs are DNF, so it's a pretty disappointing race, has to be said. And they're all DNFing now, so wow, don't know what to, yeah. That promotes Yorit into 2nd place, and Zerflo into 3rd, and Spideoutis into 4th. So we've got a lot of podium cheer drivers left now, and I think we've only got 5 cars running, I believe. So Black Mamba sets a fast lap there, 1:40.12. It's hard to see. It's very hard now to find some action now, because obviously so many DNFs. But it looks like Spideoutis is catching the back of Z-Flow here for 3rd place. So come on, guys, give us a bit of action, because this is a very long race. Still a lot of laps left. See who's pitted and hasn't pitted. As everyone in the race has pitted at least once, with Z4 pitting twice. Spideoutis looks like it's in DRS range of Z-Flow here, so this may be possible overtaking the next few laps. Obviously Z-Flow, he hasn't had the best luck this season at Silverstone. He got the pole position, but binned it on the opening lap. So, and last week I believe got involved in an incident, so he'd be hoping for a better run of it tomorrow night, and trying to get a good result to keep his championship challenge alive. The podium tier championship, the top 7 drivers are separated by 16 points, so it's still wide open, that tier, and it's hard to predict who will win tomorrow night. Obviously Lukey was disappointed last week to get that penalty, but he's still in the lead of the championship and he'd be hoping for another good result tomorrow. See Black Mamba again, he's showing his pace here, another 141 fastest lap. And while the Spider Artist here, he's looking like keen to get this move done on Z-Flow now. He's locking up a bit there, but he gets a penalty there, which could prove crucial at the end of the race. Penalties do rack up here, quite common. Also, I think Z-Flow has to pit again because he's on the supers, aren't they? You get supers plus 20 laps. I might be wrong, but I highly doubt that. Obviously Spider would be able to go to the end of the race, but by the end of the race then Soft will be pretty second hand, especially if he keeps locking up every corner like it looks like he is. Always lose the back end there a little bit, but managed to keep it together. I'm not sure there's a glitch, but I'm pretty sure he'll be walking in every single corner. Surely not, unless he's got an issue with his brake setup, but it seems a bit bizarre to be looking at every corner. That Murray now has 40-second lead, so if he wants to pit again, he'll be able to come in the pits, have a cup of tea and come out and still be in the lead of this race. As Z-Flow pits, will he go on the softs or will he stick another set of supers on? We'll find out now. Sort of time penalty obviously for corner cutting now. There. He sticks a set of softs on, so he's going to the end as well. Be interesting if he can catch up the Spider again on fresher softs. Obviously you lose a big amount of time with pitting, but you should be on fresher tyres, and towards the end of the race you might be multiple seconds that quicker. Spider keeps locking up, so I guess that seems a lot of issue there. As we go on board back number for a few laps, see how the race leader's getting on. there, gets another 3-second penalty, so again, he's got a 10-second gap back to third place. At the moment he's pretty comfortable, but you have to be careful, I think, because we've got another yellow flag, so what's happened here? Well, Z4's binned it and he's DNF, so we've only got 4 runners now, I believe, because Matty Dad and Gizmo are AI cars, so he stayed in the race, he could have got a podium. He got on the straight wall there, but he got away with it. It's getting on in second place, obviously the podium tier driver who seems to be doing a sensible job. He's kept his nose clean, kept out any incidents, and he's on for second place at the moment. He's on 6 points this season, so I'll be hoping to get some more points and help his team Ferrari, because it just challenged there. He's hit the wall there, but has he got away with it? I believe he has. The wall seemed quite forgiving on this track in terms of wing damage. Hits the wall again, so he needs to be careful. He can't keep getting away with that, I don't think. Remember, his lead's approached a minute now, so I think you can afford 2 pit stops now and still be leading the race. Let's find out what's getting on. He's yet to have a podium tiers up this season. He came close last week in Canada. Would it be his time this week? He seems like he's improved his pace compared to last season, so I think it's odds on for him to get a podium this season. Be interesting to see when it happens though, and can he mount a championship challenge? Can he join that really tight battle at the top? He missed the first 2 races, so he's given himself a bit of a disadvantage, but he's still not that far behind. It's still possible with a good run of results in the next few races. It looks like he's got front wing damage there, so I think he'll have to pit again, because he'll be having, that seems quite severe front wing damage, and around here is one of the tracks where you don't from wind damage because you get severe understeer in these slow corners. In the final corner, you can't keep your car. Your car just goes in a straight line. So I'd expect them to pit now and maybe stick a set of ultras on to go to the end. And he'll be hoping to get past Z-Flow again with the pace and tyre delta. He should be able to do that if he pits quickly, if he hits this lap. Or would he hang it out till the end and hopefully hold on? He's still locking up in every corner, so I don't know what's going on here with his brakes. He's got to move the brake bars a bit to the front, or it's just a glitch. But he does pit, indeed he does pit, so I'm guessing he's going ultra soft here, going to the end. Indeed he does. He's got a 5-second penalty as well, so quite a few 5-second stop goal penalties in this race, probably for the yellow flags so early on, a few cars binning it, not heeding it, overtaking cars. So he exits the pits, he's going to be lapped by a Black Mamba, I believe, so Black Mamba could lap up to 3rd place in this race, and you could have only Jorrit on the lead lap. He's got 15 seconds back to Z-Flow now, so he's going to have to put in some really good laps to catch that gap up again. 2 seconds lap quicker he has to be, ideally. That might be an exciting one to end the race, that might give us a bit of drama, because this second half of the race has been pretty spread out. As Black Mamba's about to extend his lead to a minute now over Jorrit. He's doing a solid job in 2nd place, you have to say. He's not making too many mistakes, and if he performs like this tomorrow, he could be in them podium positions in the podium tier, judging by the incidents that were in last week's race in Canada, as he pits again. So he'll be going on to ultra softs, and he should remain in 2nd place. He's got a 36-second gap back to Z-Flow. Well, he's going on supers, it looks like, so if he's not too sure on his tyre wear, which if you're not too sure, it's better to go for the safe option, obviously. So that means Black Mamba's lead is going to be over 1 minute and 30 seconds, I believe, after this pit stop, so he'll be lapping the whole field almost. He comes at that narrow tight pit exit, he goes over the white line there. I presume he's got a warning for that. It's quite a hard pit exit around here. It's very difficult to keep it in them white lines, especially in the wet conditions which I've had today. But if it's a wet race tomorrow, this race could go over an hour. It's long enough in the dry, but in the wet, well, it could be very interesting. Could see a lot of DNFs. I've seen a lot of DNFs tonight, but hopefully they can keep it a bit cleaner tomorrow night. The Spider Out is pulled 3 seconds on Z-Flow in this lap, but he's picked up a penalty which will not help his cause when trying to pull away if he does get the move done. As Z-Flow picks up a 3-second penalty as well, so see Spider Out he's not got much fuel left, but he's got the tyres which will help him catch up. Can he overtake? That's the big question F1. He can catch up, but can he get past? Black Mamba is just taking it nice and steady. He knows this win is in the bag if he just doesn't do anything stupid, and he's coming up to lap Z-Flow, I believe, so he could lap the whole field here. Go on board with the Renault driver again. He hasn't had the best starts this season, but he'd be familiar territory. He'd be looking to start his championship challenge, which only 2 races done. Nobody's at the pinnacle Prestige 2 championship yet. They'll do a lead on 35 points, so picks up a good result tomorrow, then he could be right back up there. Z-Flow will be getting the blue flag shortly. Hopefully he heeds to them. And he does a good job there, well done. But that's helped Spider Artist in his mission to gain back Z-Flow there. He lost a lot of time there, obviously. So that'll make his job defending much tougher. The gap's down only 7 seconds. Spider Artist is giving it everything now. You can see that gap tumbling, and in a few laps he'll be right on the back of that Williams. I think Z-Flow maybe a bit too kind there. He probably could have been a bit, maybe give himself a bit more leeway there, but obviously he probably won't have to. That's why he's a point-tier driver, because if these two are in the same team, it'd be very unfair on him. But there's not really many blue flags in the tiers tomorrow with how close the fields are, so hopefully we won't see that tomorrow night. Find out it's all over. Every inch of the track is covering. He's really committed on these two laps. You can see, you'll be able to see that gap visibly falling. It's down to 5.5 seconds now. In a few laps' time, you'll be able to see the back of that Williams coming down the pit straight. You might even see him down the back of his back straight. So whenever you chase the car, you can see him ahead of you. It gives you more and more motivation, and obviously it's nothing more satisfying than towards the end of the race chasing down a car and passing him in a few laps and go. And if you're in the defending position, you're just praying for a mistake from the car behind, or his tyres run out. But it doesn't look likely at the moment. I think this move will be done pretty shortly, but Spider's having to save fuel here now. It's on minus fuel, so in the middle sector he's on lead, and I think in the black sector he's getting rich. So the gap again is going down a second this lap already, so it won't be long till these two are fighting. You can see him in the background there. The gap's visibly getting smaller. Never mind on the time, it's visibly. You'd be able to see him in his mirror. If you look back in his mirror soon, Z-Flow, you see that orange McLaren pretty shortly. So if he's got any more pace, now's the time to have it. Now's the time to show it. Down at 4 seconds at the end of this lap. Every second the gap seems to go down by about half a second. So in 3 or 4 and two laps time, you're right on the back of him here. So and old softs versus newish ultras, it's going to be very difficult to defend, just down to the superior traction of the McLaren will have. Gizmo's been in the pits a long time. We don't know what's going on there. Oh, it's his AI driver. It's stopped in the pit lane, which is a bit peculiar. But anyway, we'll go back to Z-Flow, and again, by this lap the gap will be down about 2 seconds, I believe. So he'll be getting ruined in that Williams car. That his podium will be disappearing. This Spider Artist in the background, there an old truck and some more, so he's not leaving anything on the table. So we're down to about 2.5 seconds at the end of this lap, so Seems doing a better job of it this lap, so maybe you can just about hang on. As he spied out against half a second, that final corner, again a big traction zone, so that's where he's losing out with Z-Flow, and again we go on board with the McLaren driver. You can see that Williams clearly now, so another lap it might be DRS. At the front, Black Mamba's got a 1 minute 30 lead. Yorick I think would be able to stay in the lead lap, which is good to see. Z-Flow is pretty comfortable. Z-Flow is in a pretty uncomfortable third place now. He's got a lap car ahead, but I believe that's a ghost car, but he might get distracted a little bit, but I believe he's got by safely. Yes, he has. When I was racing, I didn't like these ghost cars. They seem to distract me. If they can drive straight through them, you're always fearing if the driver rejoined the lobby and was able to get in the car again, that you might pick up damage, but fortunately enough that didn't really happen. You see the gap's down to less than a second now, so it'll be DRS in this lap, and you see how much Spider gains that final corner, so it might be to turn one this move happens. Z4 is struggling on them all soft, he's taking them a very long way. See every corner, Spider visibly quicker, and it's down to half second now, so I think it'll be turn one when this move gets done, and we'll get an outboard view of it. See now, he's virtually pushed him on his final corner, so this is where it could happen. See there, the superior tracks the Spider got, and he's going to go for it. He's going to go down the inside, is he's thinking about it, but no, Z-Flow has really good straight line speed there, so that was interesting to see, because I thought that move was going to get done there halfway down the straight, but I'm guessing Z-Flow is running lower wings than Spider, because he seemed to pull away down the straight if anything there. But I think this corner might be the time when this move gets done. He's thinking about it, but again he's struggling with straight line speed. He might go for a dive, but he thinks better of it, so again it seems lack of straight line speed. It's letting him down here. Unless he can get him through traction in one of these middle sector corners, then he's going to have to wait for the first corner again. We get a beautiful overhead view here of the city of Singapore at night, with these two, the Williams and the McLaren, fighting as they go over the river. Oh, Z-Full Day, he scrapes the wall there, but I think he got away with it, but that'll give more confidence to Spider. This lap is the lap where he gets the move done. Since he's pushed him through this final sector here, but again, would he lose out in the straight? Going to view the McLaren driver's perspective here, he's backing off so much through this final sector that maybe he's giving him a bit more leeway this time. Again, he seems further back this time, so nothing's going to happen in this lap either. See, he thinks about it, but he doesn't have confidence in the braking because he keeps locking up. So this could be very frustrating for Spider, but Z-Flow's showing really good defensive skills here. He's quicker where he needs to be, but this time Spider seems all over him, so maybe it is that. No, but can he get into the hairpin? Can he go for a dive? No, he thinks better of it, but he'll be getting very frustrated now, because he's at least a second to a second and a half lap quicker, but he can't get by, and you can't do anything about it, so you've got to have to pray for a mistake from Z-Flow, or his tyres will go further off the cliff. But again, can he go for a dive in the hairpin? I'll be tempted. He does, but he loses a bit of his wing, and I think that's the battle over now, because he's getting chronic understeer now. Maybe for the race to now Spider, that was thinking a bit more straight line speed, because overtake idea is tough enough, but it's even more tough if he's shoving the straight line speed. But will he pit or will he stay out? You might as well stay out now. You're not going to gain anything by pitting. You've only there's only going to be 3 laps left after this lap, so Black Mamba's got a 1 minute 40 lead already, so we might see a lapping situation in York. Yeah, I think York will be getting lapped. Spied out is still hanging on the back of the seafloor here. Even with the wing damage, it seems quicker, but with wing damage, he's going to struggle even more in the middle sector, so that might give seafloor a bit more leeway. So go on board Black Mamba here. Yeah, but Spider's further back now, so that front wing damage is really affecting him now in the high to medium speed corners. Amber's 2 laps left now. He's got his Haas ahead. His McLaren ahead of York, who you'd be hoping will get out of the way pretty quickly, and he does. Obviously, York's got a big gap behind, so no point risking any penalties and all blue flags. And that means he's got 1 less lap to do. I think he'd be quite relieved at that, because this is a very easy track to bin it on the final lap. And Spider is dropped back, so obviously that wind damage is affecting him now. He seems to be understeering through this this final sector now, so I think that's the end of all our battles tonight, so we might as well go back on board Black Mamba as he's coming on his final 2 laps of this race. Obviously, it's hard to see his pace here because all his rivals DNF'd earlier, but he seems like he's doing a good job, and I think he really likes it to track, so tomorrow night he's maybe thinking, telling the jobs, hey, I'm still in this fight for the championship, don't count me out. And the Renault team will be very delighted with this, and hopefully we can see another driver at the front there tomorrow. As that Pinnacle tier, Prestige tier looks tight enough already, but if you get another race win contender, it's going to be great. Spied out as he dropped 6 seconds, so I think that front wing damage really is killing him now. Yeah, and he's ghosted himself this picture and retired from the race, so all the finishers are going to get a podium here, which pretty much like Monaco in 1996. Should I just have one else racing everyone DNF so I can get a podium? Oh well. Black Mamba starts his final lap now. He can literally push the car home and probably still win the race. So, but he's still giving it. He's still giving it his all. So, I guess he's wanting to find out if this strategy, which looks a really good one, is going to work for him tomorrow night with a bit more competition. As Black Mamba rounds the hairpin for the final time as Spider Arts leave the session. So again, only 3 finishers, so that's disappointing out of 20. Hopefully you have a 3 cleaner races tomorrow than this, because it was a bit messy them few laps, I have to say. But Black Mamba won't mind, won't care, as he's rounding the final sector now, coming through the final complex of corners. He's going to go through the same section the final time, waving to the crowd, thinking, hey, this is me meaning business here. He gets it, good old slide coming out of there, come through the chicane for the final time, rounding the final corner. On Black Mamba, he's going to win again at Singapore in the official practice session, and he takes the win. With Yorick a lap behind, but he'll take second place. Well done to him, and Z-Flow, he'll finish third place, our last finisher, but first to finish, you got to finish first. And he's kept that motto, and he'll get a podium, so congratulations. Sticking with it, and he gets some just reward. And that's our race. So we'll get the podium scene now with the Renault of Black Mamba winning, with the Mercedes of Yorick in second place, and the Williams of Z-Flow in third. Our only finishers, but they all won. But they all finished, and they all get a taste of champagne. The Renault team look delighted for that, and they hope the same tomorrow. As our finish order is Black Mamba, who didn't pick up a penalty, which is even more impressive. Yorick in third, and Z-Flow Yorick in second, Z-Flow in third, and everyone else failed to finish. So I'd like to thank you for watching tonight. Shame the race wasn't the most exciting, but I predict that the 3 races tomorrow will be more exciting and have a lot of drama. We've got the podium here at 7 o'clock with Odem's Nick commentating. 8 o'clock we've got the Pinnacle tier with me and Jono commentating. And at 9 o'clock we've got the Prestige tier with Nick and Alan commentating. So we'll see you all tomorrow. Good luck to all the drivers tomorrow, and good night.